Palace Fury. King Charles takes Meghan and Scobie to court for lies in book Endgame. It's utter trash. King Charles appeared in high spirits yesterday afternoon, despite bombshell claims in his new book that he's a pampered monarch. The monarch, who recently celebrated his 75th birthday, was spotted attending a Sunday service at a church in Sandringham. Business continued as usual after the bombshell statements. He smiled brightly as he walked around campus. It followed claims by royal biographer Alman Scooby, whose new book Endgame was published on Tuesday, that the king ironed his shoelaces. Mr. Scobie is considered close to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, and also claimed the monarch likes to squeeze an inch of toothpaste onto his toothbrush and travel with freshly steamed sheets. Despite the claims, this morning, the impeccably dressed monarch deliberately went to the church of St. Mary Magdalene, where he shook the head of the vicar and head of the mass. An excerpt from Scobie's new book Endgame, published in The Sun, says that when laces show even the slightest wear, staff must quickly replace them with a freshly ironed pair. There are even rumors that Charles likes to have someone squeeze exactly an inch of toothpaste onto his toothbrush as part of his bedtime routine. Others claimed in the book, which was leaked to The Sun on Sunday, that the monarch considered Prince Harry a fool. When the Duke of Sussex reveals details of a family feud in a Netflix documentary, the latest plug comes after Scobie launched a vicious attack on the Welsh princess, depicting her as a woman too scared to do anything but grin and think of muscle photography. Even though Alman Scooby attacked the royal family with completely fabricated and baseless details, Buckingham Palace remains silent and functions normally. Palace officials said they despised the lies from both Omid and the Sussexes. In fact, much of the information about the Charles and Scobie book seems to come from Christopher Anderson's King Charles II books. Paul Bourlaw talks about toothpaste and shoelaces. It's not something new, as it's been around since at least 2018. The matter was resolved by one of Charles' biographers. Can't remember which match it was in, maybe 1990, when Prince Charles fell during a polo match and broke a bone in his arm right next to the shoulder blade. The bone healed on its own, but had to be immobilized for several months. So yes, during his disability, his servants had some extra duties like putting toothpaste on his toothbrush. As soon as his arm was out of the sling, the prince began squeezing his own tube. But Omid took the details out of context, just like Meghan. Alman Scooby thinks this tiresome scam will be a huge moneymaker for him. The British public is indignant at the smears about the Prince and Princess of Wales. No one was angry at Anne for convincing the king not to renew Harry's lease at Frogmore House. Instead, they congratulated her on her initiative. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are standing their ground when it comes to their strained relationship with members of the royal family. According to a source, tensions between Harry and his sister-in-law are still quite high. Meghan and Harry are not afraid to publicly attack the royal family. The source explained to a news outlet that because palace protocol was not met, Kate was unable to fight back. However, the Prince and Princess of Wales seem to be doing very well in the public eye. As previously reported, it looks better than ever this year, as she chose to rise above the drama, due to them staying calm and continuing to approach and not getting angry or stuck. These efforts have backfired. Saying public relations expert Ed Decorum James, the public was generally sympathetic towards them and felt that their response demonstrated poise, maturity, and dignity. They don't just ride the storm, but rather fly above it.